All right, it's been pouring down rain. I thought it was really important to kind of show you guys one of the things you want to know about all these camper tops and even the sport cap, which seems to be very watertight. There's a couple of areas that I found that I had some leaks, so I'm so glad it was raining now, because if we look back, the cap's really pretty well sealed. But there's these little caps, let me show you right here on the bed of the truck, these little caps here that you would, I don't think you can see them in the front, I think they're underneath, but in the back, just like on the normal trucks have, like, you know, you can put a post in there or something for your bed. There's a little cap there, and the water was just running in there. And if I open up the back, let's open this up, I'm going to show you a couple of things. So one of them, it was just running in there and coming right out this little area here and just pouring out onto the deck here and on this side. And you know, I do have electrical things in here, so I don't want it leaking severely anyway. The next place I found that it was leaking, that I just found, you'll see I have a towel stuffed in here, and that is, you can see a drip coming from right here in the window area. And I'll show you where that is coming from. Let me put this tailgate back up, because I'll show you one more thing there. But if I go back up to this window, let's open this up, open it all the way up, and the water was coming out here and then leaking down into there. So it looks like it's kind of stopped here. I kind of dried that up just so you can see if it was leaking again. Let's see, you can do that, dry that up. But I had some water coming down there and dripping inside. So we're going to try and figure out where that water is coming from and ending up inside. That's kind of my next leak to figure out. I want to get this pretty well sealed. The next part is, if you have the tailgate that has, this is the step, and the step pops up or pops down when you have a tailgate down. But it also has this little lip along the whole tailgate, which when the rain comes down, you can see how it pools up here. It's just going to pour straight into the cab, and I want to eliminate that as much as possible. This area right here is lower because of this, and so the water would just come down here and go right into the cab of the truck. So I put a little strip of weather sealant that has another little lip on it, and so that this bushing, or this it's not a bushing, this weather strip will actually sit right on top of here now, and that seals it up a bit. But any water that does come in here goes along this edge and actually falls down either onto the tailgate, straight down in here, which is okay. It's better. It's not perfect. I haven't really figured that out yet, because if I really want it sealed up, I'm gonna have to seal that little spot right there, and that little spot right there. It's probably gonna leak right in that little spot too. But that should drain out right out the bottom, because I have not sealed that part of the tailgate. Anyways, this is what we're working with, and that seems to seal pretty well. You can see that there's no daylight through there anymore, and that seems to work pretty well. But I still have the leak from this window here, and we'll get that figured out. I just thought that was an important thing to be able to point out. The truck is really just about ready now, because we've got an adventure coming up. Stay tuned for that. All right, guys. Hey, the sun's back out again, and we're another stage of trying to get this thing completely sealed. Now, I've been able to seal up this side, which was this little thing leaking right here, which is a little indent. I think I just showed you that a few minutes ago. This side as well. Neither one of those seem to be leaking, but the seal I've just taken out, because what's happening is the water was getting underneath the seal here. It was running down and then coming in, and the seal was leaking right through here. So we're gonna put some sealant all around the entire seal and seal it back in there, so it's gonna kind of be glued in place. That one's leaking, the other side does not seem to be leaking, so I'm gonna leave that one alone, and we should be good to go.